Hi, this is Angie again, back with some more new items that are coming to the shelves this week. First up, we have some audiobooks. And the very first audiobook we have is Tom Clancy, Shadow of the Dragon. That is a Jack Ryan book. It is number 20 in the series. And it is about a missing Chinese scientist, unexplained noises emanating from under the Arctic ice, and a possible mole in American intelligence, are just some of the problems that plague President Jack Ryan. So that one sounds like a good one. And another audiobook we have is Cold as Ice by Allison Brennan. And this one is number 17 in the Lucy series, the Lucy Kincaid series. 2 years ago, FBI agent Lucy Kincaid put psychopath Elise Hunt in juvenile detention for her role in an organized crime syndicate. Now 18, Elise has been released with a clean slate and plans to take her revenge by making Lucy's life hell. The plot begins with Lucy's husband, Sean Rogan, who has been arrested for a murder he most certainly did not commit. Ooh, that sounds really interesting. Okay, and then we have a nonfiction audiobook, Marie Drummond, so the Pioneer Woman. It's her audiobook, Frontier Follies, Adventures in Marriage and Motherhood in the Middle of Nowhere. And it is read by Marie Drummond, so that is pretty cool. Once upon a time, I lost my marbles and married a sexy, Wrangler-wearing cowboy named Lad. That single decision would wind up setting the stage for years of rural adventures and misadventures for me. So if you want to learn more about the Pioneer Woman, check out that audiobook. And we have a nonfiction book that James Patterson wrote, audiobook, Murder of Innocence, True Crime Thrillers. So this includes two different murder mysteries. So Murder of Innocence. It's impossible to resist Andrew Luster. He's rich, charming, and good-looking. But there's a very dark, very dangerous side to his womanizing. And it'll take a global manhunt to put him behind bars. And then included also is a murderous affair. Mark Putnam is a rookie FBI agent with a first assignment in a remote part of Kentucky. When his informant, Susan Smith, helps him make a big break in an important case, rumors begin circulating about an affair and a pregnancy. Then Susan suddenly disappears. So if you like James Patterson, this would be a good one to check out for some true crime. And next, we also have Michael J. Fox, No Time Like the Future. An optimist considers mortality. So it is read by Michael J. Fox, and it is his biography. So, in No Time Like the Future, an optimist considers mortality, Michael shares personal stories and observation about illness and health, aging, the strength of family and friends, and how our perceptions about time affect the way we approach mortality. So that sounds very thoughtful. And then next up, we have a video game, PlayStation 4, Cyberpunk 2077. So the Cyberpunk is now out. And then we finally have The Irishman, a Martin Scorsese film, stars Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, and Joe Pesci, and it's finally come out on DVD. So if you haven't been able to stream it, you can now check it out on DVD here. And we also now have a fiction, A Cowboy for Keeps by Jody Hedlund. She is a Christian author. And let's see, what's this one's about? Greta Nielsen's trip west to save her alien sister Astrid could not have been gone more wrong. First, bandits hold up her stagecoach, stealing all of her money. Then, upon arriving in Fairplay, Colorado, she learns the man she was betrothed to as a mail order bride has died. Homeless, penniless, and jobless, Greta and her sisters are worse off than when they started. So that begins that historical Christian fiction book. So, also sounds very good. So all of these books are items are ready for checkout. Just call and place a hold on them. And we'll see you next week.